environments. Call me.
Watch the San Diego Chargers take on the New York Jets. Football is on 10.
What's the nature of your emergency?
Yeah, there's a fire at the Emily Quartermain clinic on Van Ness. There's at least one person trapped inside. I need help. Okay. Nadine! Nadine, can you hear me?
Choking is foreplay. It's a little out there for me, but hey, I'm not gonna pass any judgment.
Smooth recovery, yeah? That's one of your specialties. So subterfuge, and this evening reeks of it. I yet to find a plausible reason why you went from despising me to being weak-kneed with desire with so much as a pause for reflection.
You do not live in my head, so you wouldn't know how long I've been reflecting, now would you? It is like I said, I am tired of being this reformed character. I miss the real Sam McCall. Take her or leave her.
Once upon a time, I knew a guru who wanted to get out of that life, who knew that life had bigger and better things in store for her. And she went away. She took my heart with her. And now she's got it back. I want to marry you. Will you?
Yeah. I will marry you. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You want to go after her, don't you?
Ms. Johnson, you better be sure about this. You're making a very serious allegation.
Yes, Your Honor, we're absolutely sure. We caught Mrs. Albright red-handed. Mr. Price was particularly helpful.
Yeah, when we walked up on Mrs. Albright, she was using that cell phone, and she was saying something about in the progress of turning the jury.
I'm quite sure that if you check that call log and trace that last number dialed, you will find a direct connection to Anthony Zaccara.
Do you have anything to say, Mrs. Albright?
I don't know, Anthony Zaccara. Well, how could I? No, I'm just a little old lady, and yes, I'm on a fixed income. And how could I know the Zaccaras? They would never associate with the likes of me. No, I just was making a phone call to my niece. It was her birthday, you know, and I missed it.
She's lying like a rug.
I am going to remove you from the jury, Mrs. Albright.
Oh, that's the way justice goes, does it? You are guilty until you're proved innocent.
I am not about to risk a mistrial on a capital case. Ms. Johnson, you know Alonzo Garza as one of the alternates? He is now a member of the jury. I'm reminding you that the law requires you to restart deliberations as if they had never begun.
Oh, God, that's absurd. We've been yapping in here for hours. Can't we just bring Garza up to speed?
No, Mr. Quartermain, you may not. I'll leave you to your work.
Now? Hey, it's past sundown.
What does that have to do with anything?
No one told us that we would be effectively sequestered. It's a breach of contract.
I'm giving you a choice, Mr. Quartermain. Resume deliberations with the rest of the panel, or I'll cite you for contempt of court, and you can spend the rest of the night in jail.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Excellent. You, come with me.
Well, you heard her, everybody. We have to restart the deliberations from the beginning.
Don't bother. Zakara is guilty. Let him fry.
Well, are you gonna throttle me? Because if not, I would really like another glass of wine.
Nerves of steel, I'll give you that.
Let's just say I enjoy a challenge.
So getting toe-to-toe with a, what is it you call me, a psychopath, gets your blood racing? Huh?
That surprises you? All right, fine. I actually can't stand you, and since we are putting all the cards on the table, I guess I have to admit that I do. I understand you in ways that I'm not anxious for certain people to know, but I almost, on rare occasions, admire you.
Yes, no need to pile it on so thick. I don't want to choke.
You are the one that said that we were exactly alike. I'm just agreeing with you. Not that I would get my kicks off of taking a whole lobby full of people hostage and torturing them for 12 hours, but I have broken my share of laws, and I've ran my share of scams for several different reasons. Money, security. Sometimes just for kicks. Does that sound familiar?
Somewhat.
Lately, I thought I could do a complete turnaround and embrace the straight life. But you know what? It is not all it's cracked up to be. So, I started thinking about it, and I am right back where I started. Broke. Captain of a ship. Except I have no man or scam to keep my boredom at bay.
I just know Clyde does crazy things when she gets mad.
Then you should catch up with her. I've known you long enough to get how it works. Carly crashes and burns, and you're there to make it right.
No, but Elizabeth...
It's okay. Just go do what you need to do. I have to find my purse. I have to get out of here.
Jacko can't help but notice the Valkyrie seems even more distressed than before she went upstairs. Perhaps it would be prudent to postpone any use of a motor vehicle. Besides, I have refreshments.
You tell Jason I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
What? Stone.
Whoa, Carly, hey, don't
No, you
run,
have
don't
strength,
run
and
off.
I don't know why that possibility never seems to occur to me. I'm
Just
sorry.
Tell me what happened.
Yellow. Triumphant. We did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Came dangerously close to losing each other again. But here we stand again. A little battle-weary, perhaps. Bruised, but intact.
We beat the odds.
I think it speaks volumes of how much we love each other.
You're gonna marry me, right?
Well, the wedding might be a little smaller than we planned. I'm sure all the people I told that we canceled have rescheduled.
I'm just glad you're marrying me. I don't want to move the wedding date back.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be your wife.
Ooh.
I would seriously rethink that if I were you.
No, come on, stay with me. You okay? You okay? I'm gonna need you to move.
First victim has major third-degree burns. Tell the ER to prep for skin grafts and lung trauma.
Oh, I have lived in this city for more years than some of you have been alive. And the mob element, oh, it's always been here, lowering our quality of life, stealing our children's souls, killing our friends and our loved ones. Frank Smith, Sonny Corinthos, and now the Zaccaras. These people have cost this community more than I can even articulate within the parameters of these proceedings. And this is the environment that spawned John Zaccara, the pampered son of a vicious crime lord, taught from the cradle that, territory is far more important, more valuable than human life. You know something? We have the opportunity to stand collectively right now and say, no, not this time. Lulu Spencer lives in my house. And I can't say she's opened her heart to us. She's a troubled, complicated young girl. But she's a good girl with a good heart. And she deserves the life that she hasn't yet begun to live. All I've heard is what a grave responsibility we have. And I finally understand and agree. But that responsibility is not to John Zaccara. No. It's to Lulu Spencer. It's to Logan Hayes. It's to the city that every single one of us calls home. And I say that we go back with a verdict of guilty.
That was very moving, Edward. And I could tell that your words actually came from your heart. Now, it's my turn. John Zaccara is a mobster's son. And according to Mr. Quartermain's standards, that makes him guilty. But in this country, you can't be convicted because of who your family is. In this country, we all are equal under the law. That boy was defending his sister. He did what I would do, what you would do, what any of us would do if anyone we loved was being hurt. He protected his sister. He did what he could to save her.
You know, it makes me laugh at how eager I was to embrace the whole concept of community. How I was convinced that my life would transform into something magical if I just Got a job, paid taxes, and I don't know, grew a few roots.
But it served you pretty well.
What are you talking about this apartment? Spoils from Everyday Heroes, a gig that turned out to be every bit as transitory as a scam. And you want to know why it blew up in my face? Because of the past that I cannot escape. So I figure, why even try? Why not just accept myself for who and what I am and stop stifling my true potential?
And in your beautiful eyes, what would that be?
I am good at being bad. I come alive when my luck runs out and I have to think on my feet. I miss walking on the wild side because I am comfortable there. Which is why you don't scare me.
All right. Let's say for the sake of argument that I buy an actual word that you said to me. I mean, I have to admit your self-evaluation closely mirrors mine. I came to settle in this cowpoke of a city because I wanted to have a relationship with my brother. And that quest wasn't a total failure. I mean, you know, I find it extremely gratifying that Jax and I have had that rare moment of real connection, or some woman like Alexis, you know, looks at me and finds something like hope. But when all's said and done, none of it compares with standing on the edge of a cliff and stepping off into nothing, not knowing if this is the last risk I will take, not caring because the free fall and its rush is just enough.
I'm so sorry for barging in on you. I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea you were even home.
Yeah, the Jekyll can confirm the Valkyrie's claim of innocence. I mistakenly told her that you were off the premises. Did she interrupt a much-needed power nap?
You came here because you were upset. Just tell me what happened.
Oh, my. My goodness. I had no idea that the maternal one was in Stone Cold's bedroom. I was under the impression that a physical relationship was...
Sally, please. You're not helping.
Neither am I, so I'm just gonna go.
No. You don't have to go.
Actually, the hospital just called. They're short a nurse, so I'm gonna go fill in.
Well, okay. You had the night off. You clearly had plans.
It's okay. Jason wants to help you.
Consider me the emotional cavalry. You are blinded by love. You're not seeing clearly. Your judgment is compromised. I, on the other hand, am clear and objective as a judge. So as your very dear friend, allow me to give you the benefit of my logical and disciplined point of view and remind you again of the myriad reasons why you need to run, not walk, to the nearest exit and never, ever marry Sonny Corinthos.
Diane, you are a great attorney. You work your butt off for me. But sometimes, I don't know why, I get the distinct feeling that you don't like me very much. I don't know why.
This is nothing personal, Sonny. Believe me. This is a sisterhood kind of thing, and I don't expect you to understand.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Diane is really fast. Well, Maxie, where were you? Getting your hair cut? What happened to hold all my calls and no visitors?
It's not like I could tackle her or anything.
You know, actually, I'm glad that Diane's here.
You are?
Well, I'd rather be undermined to my face than behind my back. That way I can defend myself. So, Diane, give it your best shot. Convince Kate Howard to walk away from me.
Okay, we'll just have them cleared. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you for coming on such short notice. Well, actually, no notice whatsoever.
Sure. I wasn't far when you called, and my plans for the night kind of fell through.
Oh, sorry.
It's good to see you.
It's good to be back, actually.
Oh, what do we have here?
Fire free clinic. Dr. Hunter has third-degree burns on his legs.
Elizabeth, pull Dr. Hunter's file and notify next of kin. Let's get him in.
Nadine was at the clinic too, Nicholas?
I want to go with her.
No, just let them do their jobs and stay here with me, okay? Oh, hold on. Hold on. You need to slow down.
At this point of our involvement, I think Cora truly becomes you.
Really? You have reservations about me? That happens to work both ways, and I happen to know that you do not do anything without an agenda. And it has suddenly dawned on me that trusting you could be a problem.
Oh, am I expected to believe that you trusted every man you slept with?
No, listen to me. In bed is one thing. Out of bed, that's a whole complete different issue. My life pretty much blew apart the last time I slept with one of my mother's men. So until I'm convinced that you are not using me to cleanse your alleged conscience by confessing our little hookup to my mother, there will not be one.
Had the Jackal known that Stone Cold was reconnecting, as it were, with the maternal one, I would have never entered the premises, let alone sent up agents of disruption to sully your loveness.
No one's blaming you, Spinelli.
And also, I've compounded the already distressed Valkyrie's anxieties.
It's okay. I didn't mean to do any harm, and I was here, remember? You didn't know Jason was home, and Jason should be allowed to have a woman upstairs in his bedroom without me barging in the door. It's called boundaries, and I'm sorry, I'm not really good at them. Spinelli, can I talk to Jason alone?
I'm saying no more.
Just leave it. Okay.
He's a great guy. I can see why you like him.
You didn't come here to talk about Spinelli.
Jack's hit the wall just like you said he would.
He found out about you and Sonny?
Yeah, and he moved out, and he took everything this time, and he's not coming back. I lost him. And it's killing me because I love him more than anything.
Get out a pad. You're going to take the role of court stenographer.
Okay, what am I writing?
My moments of brilliance. I hope you write fast. There will be many.
Diane, you know this is ridiculous, right?
What is ridiculous will be if you still decide to pledge your troth to this man after I have finished with him.
Can I get a scotch?
No alcoholic beverages on the witness stand. Make do. Maxie, you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's get right to the point, shall we, Mr. Corinthos? Did you or did you not have sex with Carly Jacks on the night of May 19th?
Yeah, I did.
And Carly is your ex-wife, correct?
You know she's not.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
How many times, Mr. Corinthos?
How many times what?
How many times have you married your ex?
4.
And how many times have you and Carly split up?
Oh, lots.
More than 3, less than 10?
Closer to 10, Diane.
And after every one of these so-called breakups, no matter how final they may have seemed at the time, you and Carly eventually managed to find your way back to each other again and again and again.
Objection! Irrelevant.
You can't object.
Well, I just did. There were special circumstances at play the night that Sonny and Carly... Diane, I'm not gonna let you gloss over it.
So how's she doing?
Well, there was serious smoke inhalation and minor burns, but I've given her something to help her sleep and something to ease the pain.
And she's gonna be all right, though, right?
Well, she got lucky, I guess, thanks to you. And barring any unforeseen circumstances, I think she'll make a full recovery.
Thank God for that. I mean, she's become a really good friend of mine. We've been spending a lot of time together since she's been helping me set up and run Emily's clinic.
Nicholas, it's okay. Really. Now I have to go and check on Dr. Hunter. Unfortunately, he didn't fare as well. Excuse me.
Why don't you go in and see her?
You sure it's okay?
I think when she wakes up, The first person she would like to see is you.
I'm going to take a leap here and assume that giving you my word that I wouldn't dream of telling Alexis that I had sex with her daughter wouldn't suffice.
No, I'm afraid not. You see, you already told me that you were tempted to set Alexis free for her own good, and the most expedient way to do that, of course, would be to seduce me and tell her about it. So until I'm sure that you're not going to do that, we are going to keep this attraction on a very short leash.
Well, you know, I may have had a momentary impulse to protect her from my worst self, but I can assure you it was fleeting and past, like my noble inclinations.
Oh, do you see how this works? All roads lead back to trust. You say whatever it is that you say, and something gets lost in translation, and I wind up not believing you.
Well, then I guess I have my work cut out for me. But you must remember, I'm not a man known for my patience.
Oh.
And I'm very frustrated, to say the least.
Poor guy.
Then I think I'll go see your mother. Maybe Alexis can release this pent-up tension.
How many mistakes do I have to make before I learn? I was crazy to think Jax was never going to find out about me and Sonny.
You were scared. You didn't want to lose Jax. You made a bad choice.
What bad choice? I made lots of bad choices. I should have trusted Jax. I should have trusted him to be more forgiving. Because as it turns out, if I would have told him the night that it happened, that may have been my only way to keep him.
Carly, trust me, you can drive yourself crazy picking apart what you can't change.
How could I not have realized how much I love Jax? How he makes me better, and happier, and lighter, and funnier, and he never used me. He never tried to make me feel bad or less than. And Carly strikes again. I ruined everything. I didn't trust his love, so I just tested it until it snapped. And now I've lost the best man that's ever happened to me, and I have no one to blame but myself.
Sonny and Carly were enduring the worst possible circumstances parents could face, and in their mutual grief, they turned to each other. That's great. Yes, why should this be different from any other court Sonny has appeared
Because,
before?
Diane, I don't know if you know, but I don't want to rain on your little parade here, but this is not a court.
That's great, Kate. Just let him off on a technicality. You know what? Prosecution calls Kate Howard to the stand. All right, fine.
Do I have to move? I don't have to move, do I?
Witness is excused, pending recall. Now.
All right. Whatever.
Okay, I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All right, Miss Howard.
Yes.
Before your breakup with this man, this Sonny Corinthos, he claimed to love you. Is that correct?
No, actually, correction. Sonny does love me.
Uh-huh. And after the technicality of your breakup, how much time elapsed between his limo dalliance with Carly?
How much time?
How much time, Miss Howard?
Days?
Days. So Sonny's big, scary love for you didn't slow him down at all, did it?
I object. You're badgering me.
And speaking of time, how much of it elapsed between the limo dalliance and you finding out about it? Weeks, months of Sonny lying to your face?
Diane, now, done. Now, this little game is all fine and everything, but you're bullying Kate into telling you what you want to hear.
Was I bullying?
Yes, a lot.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I just get carried away.
Diane, no, listen. I understand why, okay? I do. You don't want me to marry Sonny blindly and end up getting my heart broken, and I love you for that. Look, I don't have a lot of friends, Diane, I haven't picked up along the way, and I really appreciate the ones I do have. I'm a big girl. I can look at all of the evidence. I can ask all of the questions. And I can make decisions for myself. And I've decided to forgive Sonny. I don't want to spend the rest of my life with him.
Well, that seems dangerously naive. As long as Carly draws breath, there isn't a chance in hell that he will remain faithful to you.
Enjoy the family moment. After tonight, I think it's every other Tuesday at Sing Sing.
You better hope you're a lousy psychic, Baldwin, because if they take my son away...
Roll away.
All rise.
Bring in the jury. We are back on the record in the John Anthony Zacchara matter. Madam Foreperson, I understand you have a verdict.
We do, Your Honor.
Now might be a very good time for Maxie to show me the samples that she has.
Go Clarice's office. Perfect. Okay.
Great idea.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you disappoint me.
Oh, sorry. Why don't you take a number?
You seem to have gotten over your rage towards Sonny here rather quickly.
Jax, what goes on between me and Kate is none of your business.
Oh, really? What about what goes on between you and Carly, huh?
You know what, Jack?
cares?
All you need to know is that I forgive Sonny. I suppose you could do the same.
No, well, that's not going to happen because Carly and I are over. So it appears, once again, you're the winner, causing emotional mayhem along the way. You know, this would really be infuriating if your relationship actually had a chance of lasting. But one thing I know about you, you create your own misery. That's just, you know, he can't help himself.
I think it went pretty good. I think he bought my whole act of turning to the dark side.
How did you convince him?
Is that your charming way of asking if I slept with him?
Well, am I allowed to ask?
No. I mean, yes, of course you are. We're in a relationship, and it's about trust, absolutely. And I okay, fine, I kissed him, and that's it.
What happens next time?
You there?
Hey. What?
That's okay. You're in the hospital, but you're fine. You'll be okay.
Oh, I didn't recognize this place. Oh, the fire. Is Matt?
No, he's in ICU. He got burnt pretty bad, but he's stable right now.
Is he be okay?
The doctors say he will. Yes.
Because of you.
No, actually, because of you. I only got Matt clear first because you were so stubborn about it and insisted upon it. I swear to God, if anything would have happened to you before I got back, if you would have died while I was trying to save Matt Hunter, I never would have forgiven you for it.
What say you, Madam Foreperson?
In the case of the state of New York versus John Anthony Zacchara, we, the jury, find that the defendant is not guilty.
Not guilty? Wait a minute, what's the matter with you people? He killed my son! I want justice!
Mr. Baldwin.
Idiots!
All right, Everyone settle down, we are still in session. On behalf of the state of New York, I would like to thank you for your service. Especially you, Mr. Quartermain. Mr. Zakara, all the charges against you are dropped. You are free to go. Court is adjourned.
I should have called 911. I'm going tearing in there getting me in that trap.
It's okay. You just did what anyone who knows you would have expected. Burst into a dangerous situation without fear and did everything you could to help. What's wrong with what I say?
Don't pay attention to me. I don't know why I'm crying. I mean, I'm safe. And you're here. It's just... I could have died tonight, you know. I could have all been caught just like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just being ridiculous.
No, you're not. I think you're amazing, and I'm actually glad that you're in my life.
No, I wasn't sure you were gonna stay.
Well, I did say I'd support whatever you had to do to bust Jerry. So I'm standing by my word. Besides, you look too good in that tub to be alone.
Well, why don't you come join me? Now this is definitely more like it. I'm glad you decided to stay because after Jerry left, I just needed to come in here and soak away the feel of his gross hands on my body. The only man I want touching me is you.
Congratulations, son.
Thanks.
How's it feel?
Great. Awesome. You, stood by me the whole time. You had my back. I won't forget it.
Who knew you were really as good as you said?
You saved your brother, not me.
No, you let it happen, Rick. You spun it in a way that the jury could accept. So who knows? Maybe we're a good team after all.
I told you.
Oh, great. So Jax and Diane can just presume to tell me what to do with my life, who I can marry, who I cannot marry. What, they think I can make my own decisions? You know, I have been making my own decisions for my whole life. And Jax. Oh, so he's having grief over his marriage, so he can just pass judgment on... What are you looking at?
Well, I like that, with the way when you get all fired up and determined on my behalf, because you know what that tells me?
I don't know.
It tells me you're gonna marry me come hell or high water. And I am the luckiest guy I know.
You know, you predicted it. That I would try and replace the pain of Michael with something that was at least familiar. Pain that I was used to. Except the joke's on me because losing Jack doesn't feel like anything I've ever felt before.
Sorry.
Jax has ruined me, you know. I'm never gonna love someone like this again.
Tomorrow, will you be mine?
He went on the run. He found his way back. This week,
Who is this? I want you to find out what's going on.
there are things I haven't told you. All My Children.
California drivers,